It'll be tough to forget this evening. How about your surroundings here at Valcour Bay? And hopefully we'll have a memorable fight as well. Alongside me, former world champion Johnny Nelson.
I feel like a fraud. How have I got these ringside seats?
It's time for our tale of the tape. Jesse Rodriguez. What a force he is at 115 pounds. He stands at 164 centimeters with a reach of 107. And here we see Jesse
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of...
Well, I hope you brought your sunglasses because we're fighting outside, and what a main event this should be.
All right, Sergeant, when you've got fighters in there that really believe they're going to win, that's when the action happens.
Thousands of fans here in attendance tonight, but when... Here we go for round one. Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. This is some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. A lot of high hopes and aspirations from the fans and media alike as we get set for this main event under the sun.
So Todd, let me explain to you. You're outside. Nobody can turn the temperature down. Nobody can turn the sun down. When that sun's beating on you, when you're tired, when you're frustrated, when you're getting hit, when you're getting hurt, there's no cool fan that's dropping in there. This is where it's real fighting. Fight on fight.
Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked? They exchange punches. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. They've got the momentum. They've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
You can't leave it up to the...
Here we go. It's round two. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
One moment changes everything, especially in this division. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. When you're training to fight a Swarmer, you've got to focus on your conditioning because they will push you to the edge of your limits.
You are fighting the Swarmer. Be smart, be sharp, concentrate, but you've got to be confident. Do not chance his dance because that Swarmer, once you do that, you're giving a man a chance that shouldn't have one.
Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. It's just like a match made in heaven.
Good counter punching. By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Looking to land the hook. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. big time on the scores.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
Get back out there. You need to win this round. Get your mind back. Get your focus back. Get the
Great work. I love that. I love that. That jab's slick. Just keep him up.
Bell rings and we start the third. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Throws the uppercut but misses. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. They block that jab. Very competitive round here so far.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Nice counter. The courage on display here is incredible. Not throw out a lazy jab in this fight, you'll get knocked out. That counter punch caught him clean. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to go out there. Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. Bam is hurt. Somehow weathered the storm.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Halfway through the round and it's pretty much even Steven.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
A perfect counter lands. Punch and just got countered. The straight right just misses. How about that time counter shot? This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. What would you tell this guy if he's got to do something different?
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute.
Back into the fray here in round 5. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
The old adage is, no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed.
This can be so frustrating. You're in such a fast fighter that can throw 3 full shot combinations before you've even let one up. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
Misses with the straight left. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Beautiful counter punch. Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
They have no respect for each other's punching power. And Jorge Linares is down. Everything looks better in slow motion. Let's take another look.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
So this was an unexpected turn of events. What happens next?
Gotta waste time. Get step behind the referee. When he comes close, tie him up. The referee's then gotta call you. Walk around the ring.
As we enter the final 10 seconds here, it's probably a round he'd rather forget. Let's talk about Linares in that last round. So it's plan B time after being knocked down in that round.
You're being put down.
This is the beginning of round 6. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
Oh, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Well, Johnny, as you know, there's a fine line between being aggressive and being too aggressive.
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
I think that will look even more in slow motion.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
So time to go celebrate after a knockout win.